Spoiler alert if you haven't seen this film. In the end, she's lying there with Kusei, or the bad guy. I don't even remember his name, but they're lying there together, and he gives her the choice of joining him in the network. So they've both kind of transcended human beings because they have these human brains in artificial bodies. And this bad guy is just trying to get revenge on all the people that have betrayed him. And now he's asking her to join him, and she says no. And that doesn't make sense because that's not earned. Up until this point, every human has basically treated them very poorly. I guess Major does have the doctor who's treated her nicely, and Bato, I think Beto, who also treats her well, but it's still not earned. In the original anime, you see that she makes the choice to join him because based on everything that's happened, that's kind of the logical choice. That's what makes sense story-wise. And this film actually follows the original anime pretty closely. All of the beats are kind of similar. It is a lot more dumbed down, and my memory of it isn't super clear, but I remember certain visual scenes are there, and the overarching theme kind of is there. And that moment really threw me off. Like, it didn't feel right. She should accept his offer because, again, the story of this live action is similar-ish to the anime. To have that drastic of a change at the end, it doesn't make sense. It's not justified. And I could forgive all of its other issues. I think pacing is a big issue. It's kind of structured and paced like an anime. There's a lot of shots that go on very long without that much dialogue happening. But in anime, when you're looking at these visuals of like certain scenes that maybe drag on a bit, but in anime it's okay. In live action, it doesn't work as well. You can't really translate anime to live action one-on-one. I feel like in live action it's actually a lot less forgiving. So Ghost in the Shell in its original form was perfect, and of course everybody says that, but I think this film really hammers that idea in that even if you're really faithful and you recreate anime to live action, which I respect. I actually respected that they tried. It feels kind of off. I think Watchmen was actually a good example of that, of comic book to live action, and that was super duper faithful as well, way more faithful than this film. And I actually liked Watchmen, but you know, certain things feel off. You can't just transfer mediums one to one. So that was my major problem, was the ending felt off. It made me kind of cringe, and it made my buddy who I was seeing with, he had the exact same thought, and he never even seen the original film. So without that comparison, he still came to the same conclusion that it wasn't earned.